Peep Kenobi urges you to like this video and subscribe or he will lose the high ground. Mom is milk. Nesquik. Thanks. I hate 1960s motor oil disposal. Disposing of used engine oil can be a problem. Solution. Dig a hole in the ground with a post hole digger and fill it with fine gravel. Then pour in the oil. It will be absorbed into the ground before your next change. Cover the spot with soil. It's delicious, and you're sure they grow back every time. This is not a blurry image, nor is it a cat. It's taking mold. Finally done with my truck build. What do you all think? I think your truck skipped leg day. I'm stuffed. LMAO completely demolished these wings. In a mirror, you can kiss yourself on the lips. You can kiss yourself in the mirror, but only on the lips. Just an FYI, in a mirror, you can only kiss yourself on the lips. For narcissists only. Laws of reflection require that if you kiss yourself in a mirror, it will always be on the lips. One Christmas, Santa decided that coal just wasn't working anymore. In 1847, Robert Liston performed an amputation in 25 seconds, operating so quickly that he accidentally amputated his assistant's fingers as well. Both patient and assistant later died of sepsis, and a spectator reportedly died of shock, resulting in the only known surgical procedure with a 300% mortality rate. Thanks. I hate Sponge Game. It's closing time at McDonald's, and I made a burger cake with the leftover 10-to-1 hamburger meat, topped with sweet and sour sauce with cheese in between the layers. Vernon. I'm falling. Oh shut I'm. Frank. Look. Catch it. The first snowflake of the season. Who needs a multi-tool when you have Swiss Army nails? Lemon toilets. Hess, I'm so sad. I can never get my flat top as neat as yours. Oh. My hair is not so great. I think your hairs look best. Hess, don't you mean hair? No. You have many hairs on your head. So then why did you say hair for yourself in the panel above? Because I only have one hair. A single giant hair. Thanks. I hate pumpkin pickle pie. Senpai of the pool. What is your wisdom? The amount of people that are older than you never increases. 70s cookbooks were a lawless wasteland. To the marketing executive daring enough to greenlight this, my hat's off to you. Green and salty, just like my nuts. Wait, so you're telling me that in places other than Croatia, you all don't have toothpaste sold in buckets? I didn't know this was solely a local thing. Feeding time for Princess again. I really just love watching her get bigger from my blood. Thanks. I hate smaller, emotionless Pringles cans. What troubles thee, halfing? Perchance thou were pondering mine orbs. Thanks. I hate peekaboo. Will you wear these for me? Feet underwear. Feet underwear. Images that might be curse. Delete my number. Accidentally uses wife's expensive shampoo one time. People in movies and commercials. Me if I did the same thing. Thanks. I hate European rock. Asian. European. Indian. It's that time of year again. Time for mac and chocolate and hot cheese. Thanks. I hate Ariel of the Deep. Thanks. I hate soda cake. This is a terrifying use of cicada exoskeletons. Hubby likes shoving soft boiled eggs up my vag. I can hold 3, and then I squat down and lay the eggs like a hen and hubby will eat them coated with my juices. I will never call them bananas again. Yellow tree nuts. Thanks. I hate Callisman. Babe, what's wrong? You've barely touched Georgina. Did I overcook your burger? Milk cube. 2%. Solve the cube to unlock the sweet milky innards. My wife eats apples from the bottom, including the core. Thanks. I hate Final Fantasy VII X while Ace and Gromit crossover. Thanks. I hate the bad tongue. Thanks. I hate Gollum with teeth. Thanks. I hate chicken gloves. Thanks. I hate mutilated Lego heads. Wasps must enter figs to pollinate them. After the wasps have completed their life cycle, an enzyme that figs contain, called ficane, digests the dead wasps. Although you may not be consuming actual wasps, many don't consider that figs may still contain wasp ghosts. Thanks. I hate horror crossovers. Thanks. I hate whatever the duck these are. Thanks. I hate Kiwi Mike Wazowski. Thanks. I hate chicken bests. Thanks. I hate this woody face. Thanks. I hate this comic. Can we visit grandma this weekend? Of course. Honey. Thanks. I hate this dog. Thanks. I hate real life slowpoke tail. If you know you know. Thanks. I hate going to the dentist. Thanks. I hate Femboy Garfield. Femboy Garfield. Thanks. I hate Crocs with laces. Thanks. I hate naming Pokemon. Your PP needs to spend some more time with me. Thanks. I hate whatever the hell this is. Mosquitoes use your blood to make their eggs. That means that you are 1/3 their father. Until we meet again. Thanks. I hate fish chocolate. The sweetness of the Alps. The freshness of the sea. Thanks. I hate ice cream. Thanks. I hate this mouse pad. They nerfed Smoke's Ace. Treated to removal. Thanks. I hate this delicious nativity scene. Thanks. I hate Yosemite Sam. Thanks. I hate Naruto's Bandankadank. Thanks. I hate hairless horses. Thanks. I hate realistic Dipsy. Thanks. I hate cryptocurrencies. Unvaxxed spam is the next Bitcoin. A reminder that your floofy cat's adorable toe beans look like this without fur. You are welcome. Thanks. I hate baby centipede. Thanks. I hate this creepy seal. Saw these condiment adders last night and can't stop thinking about them. Triggered my fight or flight response. Ketchup, mustard, mayo. Thanks. I hate bean shoes. Thanks. I hate meat cake. Thanks. I hate whatever this is. Thanks. I hate steamed buns. Thanks. I hate these winter Crocs. Thanks. I hate this suit ad. Anything you can do out of a suit, you can now do in a suit. Thanks. I hate baby man. Thanks. I hate Vaseline. No more tears at bedtime with Vaseline. White petroleum jelly. Caring dads always lube. Thanks. I hate Reddit's second favorite book. Number 1. Dungeons and Dragons Starter Set. $50. Number 2. Natural Harvest. A collection of semen-based recipes. $50. Number 3. How to Win Friends and Influence People. $50. This condiment cup for your car. Condiment dipping clip. You. Now your car smells like ketchup and any dust is in your dip. Thanks. I hate the milk pocket. Thanks. I hate this dog muzzle. Thanks. I hate tow trucks. It's a tow truck. Thanks. I hate realistic Lego people. Thanks. I hate this bee. Peter launches gruesome online shop with goods made of human levers. Thanks. I hate Wayne Bravo. Bravo. Thanks. I hate Instagram meme pages lately. Can I smack your nut while you're gaming and have a microphone on with your friends on the other line asking why you're groaning or stuttering as I look up to you innocently snacking you off and making you feel good? So is that a yes or no? I made a necklace from a rib I had removed. Thanks. I hate Gandalf the Big Eddie. Thanks. I hate these chairs. Thanks. I hate see-through toilets. Thanks. I hate the Oreo burger. Thanks. I hate button-up shirts now. Just tried Justin's balls and they are surprisingly delicious. Thanks. I hate this mouse. Thanks. I hate Doug Trio. If you ever donated blood, the blood could be in someone's owner right now, until we meet again. A minor is persuaded to sign up for a federal student loan. Minor graduates while being 50,000 plus in debt. Lands job that pays the same as McDonald's. The government sends a bill monthly. Most have to work a second or third job to make their payments. The US government uses that money to fund Taoist organizations. Rice on your clothes is the most uncomfy thing. Thanks. I hate ice milk. Sonic 3. Big arms. Traditional Japanese version. Thanks. I hate paint melting Wii. Thanks. I hate Gorilla Judge. That gown is very slimming on you. Your Honor, I find the defendant guilty of stealing my heart and also Grand Theft Auto. The incident is overwhelming. Thanks. I hate dogs with human head and ears. If dogs have human ears. Thanks. I hate mouse maintenance. Thanks. I hate Oreo spider. Cyclicus mielatocosta. Thanks. I hate this lion person motivational thing that makes no sense and exists only to be creepy. If you can't fly then run. If you can't run then walk. If you can't walk then crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Thanks. I hate ski themed bathrooms. Thanks. I hate stepping out of my comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Thanks. I hate whatever the hell I just witnessed. Thanks. I hate gingerbread man birth. True fruits. Lead kitchen smoothie. A dentist's toothbrush doll. Frog. Thanks. I hate giant maggot cake. Thanks. I hate Brooklyn 89. Thanks. I hate Cotaloo lemon. Thanks. I hate basic gun safety. If your protocol is you check the gun every time. Well, good for you, Alec Baldwin. Thanks. I hate realistic Arnold. Thanks. I hate leather Rubik's Cube. Thanks. I hate these costumes. Thanks. I hate Burger King. Burger King. It just tastes better. Imagine you're just trying to enjoy your day and your friend just cooked this thing. I wonder what it tastes like. Oh my god. Thanks. I hate whatever this is. Thanks. I hate guaranteed ticket. Stop. Toe zone. No stopping anytime. Thanks, I hate buff cats. You all like your mashed potatoes circumcised or uncircumcised? Thanks, I hate it when the void stares back at you. Thanks, I hate flamgin. Thanks, I hate ketchup Oreos. Ketchup Oreo. Today I spotted Inarin in Tokyo. Inarin. A mix of a fox and an inarizushi, a fried tofu pouch full of rice, is the mascot of Toyokawa City. He has rice bursting out of his bag. Thanks, I hate taking the bus. Thanks, I hate it. I'll never see two mittens the same ever again. Warmest greetings, McCafe. Thanks, I hate startled shirtless guy with an accordion. Thanks, I hate these YouTube ads. Gay test. Test now. Good luck passing this 6-question test if you aren't gay. Thanks, I hate the original Winnie the Pooh mascot costume. I'm selling Squalet's 100% real genuine squirrel, asking $30 firm. I have 22 in stock and bucks for your order. I also can do Google eyes, color fur, and wacky haircuts. Thanks, I hate stinky squid fungus. Thanks, I hate my future pet AI picked out for me. Thanks, I hate my own childhood drawing of square Pikachu. Thanks, I hate gingerbread demons. Pilot, we are going to be experiencing a spot of turbulence, folks. Passengers, thinking it's just the wind. What's actually happening? Thanks, I hate dog chicken. Thanks, I hate whatever the duck this thing is. Thanks, I hate JFK rolling. Thanks, I hate nails in my pizza. Thanks, I hate how I can't unsee this. Thanks, I hate it when Amazon delivers my package like this. Thanks, I hate chickens with 4 legs. Thanks, I hate merged characters. Moisten, what the duck, Simbaltra, Thanks, I hate this winter dress. Thanks, I hate Baby Yoda with eyeballs. Thanks, I hate feet with excessively large nails. Thanks, I hate Block's new cube profile pics. Thanks, I hate this drawing of Patrick Star. Thanks, I hate Earth without water. Thanks, I hate bubblegum brain. Bubblegum brain. Ready, get mindset, grow. Thanks, I hate flamin' hot Cheeto ice cream. Cheetos flamin' hot. Try it in a cup, cone or shake. Thanks, I hate Goomba Maui. Bolts installed in the front steps of a building to discourage sitting and sleeping. Thanks, I hate this pool filled with Legos for kids to play in, barefoot. Thanks, I hate Deal-tastic me. Deal-tastic me. Thanks, I hate Family Guy Marksy. Thanks, I hate squirrels with doll faces. Thanks, I hate lips. Thanks, I hate Pyro with Dadumpy. Thanks, I hate this embroidery. Thanks, I hate sausage flan. New sausage flan. Sausage. Cream caramel. Homemade. Just like mom's desserts and dad's barbecues. Thanks, I hate that when the Romans wiped at their communal toilets, they shared a tessorium sponge on a stick, dipped in communal poo water. Thanks, I hate bee larvae under microscopes. Thanks, I hate chocolate betel cake. Thanks, I hate these baby millipedes on my mom's houseplant. Thanks, I hate it. Bar awesome bin Laden. Bar Obama bin Ladina. Thanks, I hate McDonald's fried nipples. Thanks, I hate authors' names. Harrison Ford, Minty Clinch. Thanks, I hate Big Zuck. Thanks, I hate this character, Duster. Thanks, I hate liquid chicken. Thanks, I hate Maury home paternity tests. The Maury game. You are not the father. The lie detector determined. You'll love this game. What will your DNA envelope say? Thanks, I hate mistletoe. Mistletoe. Thanks, I hate mind reading technology. Thanks, I hate shoes made of human skin. A tungsten and tooth ring I made from one of my wisdom teeth. Thanks, I hate chat IQ. Chat. Thanks, I hate this ramen. One of a kind make offer LMFAO. Buck nunchucks. Thanks, I hate orange flavored mayo. Heinz. Seriously. Good. Terry's chocolate orange mayo. Heinz chocolate orange mayo. Thanks, I hate baby pandas in human clothes. Ernie laughs as he tells a struggling, dying orphan, I'm the only one who cares about you, as he begins to penetrate her. Thanks, I hate fish bread. Thanks, I hate real Mickey. Thanks, I hate Mickey Mouse. How do you fix this? Thanks, I hate Mount Trump more. Thanks, I hate my puppy's rage. Thanks, I hate the Mariana snailfish.